Let's do this thing on a Thursday afternoon, New Orleans. Corey Johnson back at you. Thanks so much for joining us on the radio, on television, on YouTube. The Neutral Ground with Corey Johnson live on YouTube right now. The next 2 hours on YouTube. That, of course, was Mr. Drew Brees, number 9, soon to be a first ballot NFL Hall of Famer.
Soon to be a full-time broadcaster as well. I don't know if you saw that.
What's he doing? I just saw the headline.
Yeah, he's doing color.
I didn't read the story.
He's doing color for Fox. It looks like he's replacing Mark Sanchez, who had a lot of legal issues, and he's getting a second chance to be a broadcaster.
Yeah, good, man.
Yep.
Just got to go with it. You know, Breeze's problem the first time around was Breeze was being Breeze, like his life's very planned. His responses are very thought out.
Yep.
Control, color's ad-libbing. Exactly. It's on the fly. You have all this innate knowledge. It's there. Just let it flow out. You don't have to come up with the Mayberry answer, apple pie, USA, the perfect Drew Brees answer. It's okay to ad-lib, and maybe the most perfect thing doesn't come out. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's color during a game live. Everybody will embrace it. That's my advice.
No, exactly. I imagine it's like just saying his thoughts out loud from when he was playing, like everything he was thinking. He's basically just articulating for the audience.
No, exactly. And he knows so much, just more than everyone else. He's forgotten more than everyone else knows.
Exactly. And I'm working. I broadcast the same games, so I didn't see him too much the first time. I heard he wasn't very good, but this is a man that for a living watched film of himself and made corrections. So if he could do it enough to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, I think he could do it enough to be a broadcaster.
That's Mario Brothers, a.k.a. Latin X, at the controls, our in-house sports expert. That's nice. Also running the controls, fielding your phone calls. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. 766-9480. Yeah, we're on YouTube right now live every weekday afternoon, 4 to 6 o'clock. Then after the fact, just go to our YouTube channel, The Neutral Ground with Corey Johnson. If you're on Twitter or X, follow me at Corey Johnson. Corey spelled Kaare. We're live on X right now. Check it out. Short clips on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Click to subscribe there as well. It's all free. Don't cost nothing. Warming up a little bit, but still a really nice day. Really nice day. 77 degrees right now, 56% humidity. Are you kidding? Get outside and enjoy it before the sun drops out of the sky in the next hour and 10 minutes or so. Standard time gets dark around here like 5:15. I'll swap out the morning of daylight, getting daylight at 6 a.m. instead of 7. Put it back to 7 and give me an extra hour right now to like 6:15. Anyway, get outside and enjoy this weather. It's nice. It could hit 80 tomorrow and Saturday. Might hit 80 tomorrow and Saturday. And then 40s Monday morning. Tuesday and Wednesday morning, 30s. 30s on the South Shore, Tuesday and Wednesday morning. Lots of nice weather ahead. I don't mind that at all. That's what I love about New Orleans. We'll get like 30s. And within like 36, 48 hours, it's gone and we're back to 65 degrees. Lot of sunshine. We could use a little rain. We might get a little in the next few days, but probably not. Lots of sunshine. Yeah, we're kind of like in like drought-like conditions. I've lost some azalea bushes like for the second time. I keep planting them again. And then Mario Brothers, it doesn't rain and I don't water them. And mysteriously they die. Sort of like the pickup truck driver putting trash in the back of his truck bed and gets home and it's no longer there. It blew out on the way, buddy. You're a litterer.
Yep, that's how it goes.
I saw some jerk the other day. It was a lady. Window cracked in her vehicle. Had the cigarette out, and I should have started shooting video. Wasn't thinking quick enough. Flinging it out the window into the street. Cigarette smokers just like, I don't give a crap you smoke. You can do whatever you want. Take a ice pick to your hand if you want. I don't care. But the littering is obnoxious. And there's this weird justification by cigarette smokers like, everyone does it that smokes. The cigarette butt's not that big. Then this is the part I love, because they're cigarette smokers. If they don't know this, they're not paying attention. It's biodegradable. Even though I know it's not, it doesn't break down like regular trash. The filter's like very concentrated and doesn't just break down easily. No, by like pounds, by like weight. Cigarette butts are like the number one, number two litter by weight in America, and definitely in New Orleans. Cigarette butts are everywhere. It's obnoxious. Cigarette smokers are obnoxious. I got a buddy who smokes. He has a little bottle like this with like an inch of water in it, and he sticks the cigarette in there after he's done. Screws the cap on it and throws it in the garbage eventually. No, I mean, I play golf sometimes, and there'll be cigarette butts by the side of the green. I'm like, my God, you're an obnoxious smoker. You're outside, so that's great. Smoke all you want. Smoke a carton, but step on the butt, make sure it's out. You know, put it on the floor of the cart while you go hit a shot, and then throw it in a garbage can. Yeah, the excuse of I don't want to light anything on fire. It's like, you're a cigarette smoker. You know if the butt's out or not. You smoked thousands and thousands of these things, thousands of packs of these potentially. Now, cigarette smokers are the worst when it comes to littering. Just a strange justification for it. That's mind-blowing. No. Bottom line, you're littering. All right, let's get off the cigarette smokers. They have enough problems. New Orleans gets its $125 million loan, but the state auditor is going to oversee that. That makes sense to me. I mean, the state's the one that's giving the city the green light on it. So the state auditor will oversee that $125 million. You know, I don't know how good the state auditor is or not, but I often talk about my fondness for the IG's office in New Orleans. Let me correct myself. A fondness for the IG's office in New Orleans when you have a tenacious pit bull type IG that's proactively, aggressively doing their job. Like the guy who set up the office like 20 years ago, Bob Sarasoli, and the guy who presently has the gig, Ed Michel, just churning out reports. Now, an IG's office, an inspector general, it's basically like a CPA. They audit, investigate, just review the numbers of taxpayer money being spent. Taxpayer money being spent. Now, New Orleans has a great IG's office because it was set up right, and New Orleans is, crazy politicians can't hack away at it and beat it up and take away funding or diminish its power. It's all like in the constitution of the city. It's like by law. Their budget is part of the city budget. The council, the mayor does not control it. So it was really set up right. Bob Sarasoli, we should all thank him for that. The Jefferson Parish office, not true autonomy. The parish council, anytime they want, they can diminish investigative skills, kind of neuter, spay that office, and they already have. And then in St. Tammany, there isn't even an IG, which that's maybe the fastest growing parish, the most affluent parish, most money, most taxpayer money going to public projects, roads, drainage, etc. You want someone, a CPA type, scrutinizing your taxpayer money. Otherwise, you're trusting these hack politicians we elect to do whatever they want to do. And sure, most of them don't steal, but a larger percentage than normal or natural do. And we got to stay on top of those idiots. Happens all the time in Metro New Orleans, Orleans, Jefferson, St. Bernard, St. Tammany, St. James, wherever. Crooked, lame politicians stealing our taxpayer money. No, an IG just scrutinizes the money. It's really about efficiency. Like, boy, you're only getting 90 cents out the dollar. If you do these suggestions, you'll get more efficiency, get more, a dollar out of the dollar. Okay, we'll embrace that. And then sometimes it's like, wow, we did this audit and this guy's clearly stealing. Let's turn that over to, the feds, the FBI, law enforcement. So the city getting its $125 million loan, a state auditor will oversee it. I don't have a problem with that. Someone like balancing the checkbook, seeing where the money's going out, what they're spending it on, all that kind of stuff. No problemo. Tulane's indoor practice facility, their bubble, is up. It's basically an air-supported roof, like it's got like some kind of air pumps that are just like pushing air into the building constantly, and it holds the roof up. If you open the door within like 5 minutes, the roof would just collapse. The wind would blow out of there at like, 20, 30, 40 miles an hour. I never forget. It's a true story. I'm going in the Humphrey Metrodome. It had 2 sets of doors. You open up the first set, you're inside this area that's like 20 yards long, and then there's a second set of doors. If both sets are open simultaneously, the wind blows through there very fast because pressure's holding up the roof. It's not like the roof collapses, but that air starts escaping. I'm walking in with the guy. It rips his toupee off his head, and it blows up the ramp. He had to go chase it down. I'm not kidding you. It's crazy. The Metrodome in Minneapolis. I'm assuming this Tulane bubble is going to have double set of doors or some kind of, carousel door, some spinning door that keeps the air inside the building. No, the big machines in the back are holding up the roof on Claiborne's. Corey Johnson with you. Coming back on this Thursday afternoon. Don't move.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
Outdoor dining, Middle Eastern cuisine, under the oak trees, Lebanon's Cafe, some of the city's finest lamb chops and shish kebab, Carrollton at Jeanette by the streetcar barn, Lebanon's Cafe.
Scott Craig of Katie's Restaurant.
All of my ingredients are fresh. Nothing comes out of a can here. Nothing. All of our seafood is Louisiana. All of our vegetables are Louisiana vegetables. It's a neighborhood restaurant.
Katie's in Mid-City.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Word is, one of the best restaurants in New Orleans isn't even in New Orleans. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Cross the lake and taste what you're missing. Tuesday through Saturday, Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville.
Artificial turf custom golf putting greens. Beautiful, functional, zero maintenance. Call New Orleans' own LGD Lawn and Landscapes and get your free estimate.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on Magazine, as unique as you.
Francesca Deli and Pizzeria has over 15 specialty sandwiches, a big 10-ounce burger, and some of the best pizza in New Orleans. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview between Canal Boulevard and West End.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
You're on the neutral ground with Corey Johnson, where the grass hasn't been cut in weeks or months. There's a lot of trash and garbage on the neutral ground, maybe even a person or two taking a nap. And oh, someone didn't pick up the dog shit.
Oh, boy, keep it clean. It's a family-oriented program. Corey Johnson with you. Hey, watch out for the East Bank Orleans Levee Board, the East Bank Levee District. I'm on Vets, Mario, a few weeks ago, and was I speeding? I don't know if I was speeding. I think it's a 40 on Vets. But it was trafficy, and I was late, and I was zigzagging around and wasn't using my blinker for every left and right zigzag. And I was zigzagging around. Anyway, I'm tooling down there, and I saw the East Bank, Suburban, the East Bank Levee District cop in his Suburban.
Levee District.
Levee District.
All right.
And I just kind of blew by him. I wasn't really concerned about him. He's a levee cop.
Yeah.
So literally, I'm zipping around, and I pull to a stoplight, and I was kind of late, worrying about. I knew I wasn't going to be late for the show, but I didn't want to lose prep time. I had the show pretty much ready to go, but I like catching up on some other stuff.
Yeah, of course.
The window was narrowing, so I was speeding a little, or not speeding, zigzagging around. I'm looking on my phone, like at the latest stories at the red light, not while I'm driving. Too much traffic to even think about looking at my phone. Plus, it's illegal. I get to the traffic light. It's red light. Metairie. It's going to be a little while. I'm looking at my phone. Tap on my window. It's the Levee District cop at my window. I look in the rear view. His Suburban's right behind me with the lights going.
Wow.
Like I didn't even see him or pay attention. Anyway, get pulled over. Give him my license, insurance, all that. About 5-10 minutes pass. I get out the car. I'm just like, he's like, come over here. And then he goes, get up against my car. And I'm like, and he was serious all of a sudden.
Okay.
Not friendly, kind of just business.
Yeah.
Puts cuffs on me. I'm like, what's going on? Wouldn't answer me. And I'm just like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And I'm thinking to myself, did I get a ticket and didn't go to court? My license expired, my driver's license plate. I'm like, none of this. None of it. I'm like, no. So anyway, another levee board cop pulls up. I'm like, what is going on here? Like I'm some criminal? But I'm not saying anything. I'm just kind of bummed out and nervous, to be honest with you. Like, what's going on? All of a sudden, the other cop, he's like looking on a computer, and he goes, how do you spell your first name? I said, Kaare. And then he shakes his head and he goes, take the cuffs off of him.
Oh, my goodness.
There's a guy like Keith Johnson or Kevin Johnson, my height, my weight, my birthday exactly.
Oh, my God.
Month, day, year, wanted for like assault or something like that.
Yes.
But a Johnson with a K and same birthday, everything is me.
Dang.
So they thought they had that guy.
That's wild.
And then we're yucking it up and talking like, guys, y'all gonna have to escort me to work because I'm just pooped in my Depends. Like a cop pulls me over, you're gonna automatically slow down. This was like I'm gonna go 10 miles an hour. You know, I should have had my hazards on or something, pull over the side of the road till I got my you-know-what together. It's like, geez, I mean, y'all scare the crap out of me. I got handcuffs on. I tell the story to a few friends. They're like, one friend's just like, oh, to be like, what the hell? What are y'all doing? I'm just, dude, it's policemen.
Exactly.
You know, but they're just, one friend was just like, I just tell them this is ridiculous.
Yep.
It's like, wow, why don't you relax and let them do their job?
Exactly. And not to absolve all cops. Sometimes they're jerks for no reasons, but it's genuinely a good idea to cooperate.
Come on.
If you don't,
when I was born and raised, it was yes, sir, no, sir, you know?
Yeah.
Born and raised. Well, how I was raised was all yes, sir, no, sir to cops because they have the authority to, you know, they're in control. So if it's a bad cop and he wants to break the law, he might crack your head open.
Exactly.
If he's a good cop, you want to respect him. He's a honorable policeman.
Mm-hmm.
So, I didn't blame them. I'm not like these idiots. How'd you miss my name? None of that. What? Not thinking that for a second. I'm a cop. You're dealing with all these lunatics out on the street. I glance at it, the date of birth, height, weight, all that lines up. It's David and instead it's Davey or something. I'm like, a mistake. No, I didn't think about it for 1 second, but boy, people had a lot of opinions that I've told the story to about it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a big deal. It's a little nervous, doing their job. Relax.
Yeah, police can be a polarizing subject sometimes, but you handled it right. It sounds like, and
Yeah.
I wonder if they ever got the other Johnson.
Yeah,
Never
who
got the
knows?
guy.
But here's the moral to the story. Besides all that, don't speed by the East Bank Orleans Levee District cops. They will pull you over. They have the authority to do it. I was talking to them about it. They're like, we've always had this law enforcement authority. Just we're never using it, and we're never told to use it. Now we're told to use it, and they're patrolling and all that. Anyway, and the other one came very quickly, within 3 minutes. Like the other guy called, I need backup. This might be some violent criminal,
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't covered that story. I think it was Slidell where there was a shoplifter and there was a cop, but he didn't have a car. And there was like a good Samaritan that offered him a ride. And they chased after this dude before eventually calling back up. And then the backup arrested the shoplifters.
Yep.
Nice guy. I don't know.
I was joking at the Smoothie King on Jefferson Highway that I go to across from Oxnard. These two girls in there, we just bust each other's chops. I've been going there for a few years. Like pretty much every day after I work out, I go there and get a vanilla gladiator, whatever. And I'm always messing with them. Like, I'm going to loot the store right now. I'm taking all this candy, all these protein, jugs, all this. I'm just walking out. And they're like, go ahead. I just call the sheriff and can call my boss and tell him what you're doing. Snap a photo of you. I'm like, you're not going to shackle me? No way. Do your thing. And then we started talking about, like, if you're in like a Macy's or something and somebody just starts stealing purses and, they're so brazen. Like, do you just sit there and let them do it? Or you like just blindside them into a wall or something when they're robbing the place? And then you think about the second thing about, slamming them into a wall or something, so they don't get away, or tackling them. And then you probably get sued by that person, even though they're like a criminal. You get sued probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you might think less of me, but a situation like that, just not my
Back
business.
away.
Yeah, it's just not my business. Unless like I know the store owner, or I want that item, or I have some
I want that item.
or I have some kind of personal.
Wow. It's not my business unless I want that item.
I'm not.
How about just justice for the world, Mario? Doing what's right.
Yeah.
No, it's dangerous. That person might have a gun or a knife and kill you.
Exactly. Just not worth it at the end of the day.
No, but boy, it bums me out when like just these people go into a Walgreens or whatever and just load up a bag. They're stealing and they're not even running. They're just like, screw you, I'm stealing it. You're not going to stop me. And they try to walk out. Even the security guard backs off. It's like, really?
Yeah.
But then I've seen like civilians tackle them and hold them until the police come and all that.
Yeah. Some guys believe in doing the right thing, and I'm not judging those people. I'm just saying I don't know if I would chase after somebody on feature or in my car.
Yeah, I had a few do the right thing moments that they just sort of unconsciously happen. One, I used to live downtown and this car like literally flips. And I'm like, wow. And I just ran over there and I'm like, you all right? The person's like, I can't get out. And they were like panicking. And the car's upside down. So I crawl through like a broken window and unhook like the seat belt, and they kind of drop down onto the ceiling. And literally while I'm in there, I'm like, man, I'm wearing these Zanella slacks. These things are expensive. I don't want to cut these.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm aware of that while the crap's hitting the fan. Like, I'm not aware. And I'm like, man, you all right? Good. All right, let's crawl on out. I'm like, and I said, yeah, I got these nice Zanella slacks on and I don't want to rip them. And the guy's laughing. And then another one, Mario Brothers, right by my house. This was crazy. Some dude's late for work, hits and kills a person. And going over there, and like the one person that was there, like a citizen, went and kind of checked the body and all that. And I was like, I don't want to go over there.
Yeah, no.
It just, it was kind of, I was like scared to go see like the body kind of in a way. I didn't want to see like this dead, mutilated person kind of thing. It's just, but the other person was brave enough to go over there and make sure, and we called 911 and all that. But I mean, if that person was still alive and needed help, I would have had to go over there, and maybe I should have gone in the first place to make sure if they were alive, to be able to help them. But no, it's just 1 minute I'm calm as a cucumber, crawling out, worrying about my pants. The next minute, not minute, but a few months later, that situation.
No, that's tough, man. I don't judge you at all. That's an impossible situation to be in, I think.
Yeah, and I don't mean to be gory on the radio. Literally, from like the knee down, in the boot with the sock on, leg severed from the knee down, like 30 yards down the street. I'm like, that's the dude's leg?
Jesus.
No, it was insane.
Yeah.
That kind of, I was like whacked out for like the rest of the day, just beyond somber, just like rattled.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, I didn't need to see that.
I wouldn't try to see it. Like maybe when I was younger, I saw like Faces of Death and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
that stuff was it became just made up, those movies.
Yeah.
But the original ones were legit.
exactly.
Wasn't cool. I never liked that. Now, they didn't do this when you were a kid, Mario Brothers, and I think they stopped it before. I never saw these movies, except like on Faces of Death. For driving, like, I guess if you're 60 plus, anyone out there that's 60 plus, they can verify this. 766-9480. I'll even give you a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate if your story's good. If you're 60 plus, back in the day when you're like 14, 15, getting your driver's license, what is it in Louisiana now? Like 16?
I think it's 16.
It was 15 when I was a kid. And you could drive when you were 14 with like a parent thing, which is crazy.
Yeah, they still have that.
7th grader, 8th grader driving a car. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's wild.
They used to show like these movies of like, just like, it'd be titled like Trying to Beat the Train. Like that would be the movie. And it would be like Brenda and Sally and all their friends in the car, and then trying to beat the train, and then showing you what happens when the train hits the car, and these people in the car, just these dead bodies beat up and mutilated in the car. They showing you this, like trying to scare the crap out of these kids, like drive aware, be aware, don't try to beat the train, don't drive drunk, all that.
There's real footage of people dying.
Yes, I think it was real footage.
Yeah,
I think it was real footage from like police.
Yeah, back then there was no CGI or anything, so yeah, it would kind of have to be, right? Man.
And I don't think it was like Hollywood mock-up. I think it was police video.
Yeah, no.
The first part might have been like just the kids in the car, but then they'd show you these photos of after.
Man.
And that just, I think some kids threw up and stuff. Seriously.
Yeah.
Some kids threw up.
No, that's
but
bad.
It was meant to like scare the crap out of you. And then, it's sort of like beating your child when they're bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think as we evolved as humans and psychiatry and psychology, and more damaging than good, it's like, let's not show them these movies.
Yeah, now
don't beat your kid.
No, now they just do the mock crashes at every single high school. They do like a simulation of what a crash would be like, and the kids act injured and one of them dies and all that.
Yeah. That's the new one, I guess, the politically correct one. Oh, wow. Corey Johnson with you on a Thursday. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this Lamarck Automotive Complex is something called Quick Lane. Tires, wheel alignments, struts, servicing your transmission. We do in all makes and models. It doesn't have to have been purchased from us. It's for you. It handles your lifestyle with your budget in mind. And we want to get you in and out as quick as possible. Quick Lane, you got to come see it. You're going to love the experience. Right there at Williams Boulevard in Kenner.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
South Shore residents that love good food are making the short trip across the lake to Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. North Shore folks have known about Gallagher's 527 for years. Now the South Shore has discovered this hidden gem. One of the metro area's best restaurants is less than 30 minutes away. Take the quick trip across the lake and experience Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. As good as it gets.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
In New Orleans, we don't eat to live. We live to eat.
More is better.
Scott Craig of Katie's.
That is our slogan. More is better at Katie's. It means more of everything. Not just more food, more smiles, more friendship, more love, more. When you do something, you have to do it right. It's all about more, and it's all more of the good things.
Get more at Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again. Ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters' 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now.
Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. At Audubon Gutters. Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
It's Corey Johnson on the neutral ground.
Roll call.
Kenner, Metairie, Harahan, River Ridge, Algiers, Gretna, Harvey, Terrytown, West Wego. We got you covered.
We do have you covered every weekday afternoon, 4 to 6 o'clock on radio, on TV, on YouTube, on X. Warming up a little bit, but still really nice on this Thursday afternoon. What are you doing for dinner? 30 minutes for most folks. 25 minutes door-to-door from Lakeside Shopping Center to the front door of Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Absolutely outstanding. Anybody I know that likes to go out and eat at really good restaurants in New Orleans, I tell them you got to get to Mandeville and Gallagher's 527. It's really easy. There's no driving on the North Shore. You cross that Causeway Bridge in 22, 23 minutes. Immediately on your right behind that Shell station by the Aquista Pace Grocery, Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Two things will happen if you go. One, you'll be like, Corey's right. It's fantastic. Already one of my favorite restaurants. And two, you'll be going regularly like I do, like every 2 or 3 weeks, because it's that good. Something to look forward to with friends, family, a date, whatever. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Hey, it's a little after 4:30 on a Thursday. Bradley Schneller, stackedcoaching.com. Check out the website. Check out the gym. Get a free consultation with Bradley. It's more than just a gym. It's nutrition. It's fitness. It's stackedcoaching.com. What up, Bradley?
Oh, man, I'm just trying to enjoy this weather before it goes from summer to winter next week.
Yeah, but that's what's great about, you're a native. That's what's great about New Orleans. Within 24, 36 hours, it's usually back to summer.
Yeah. Good, because I kind of can't stand the freezing cold. My body fat percentage is too low.
Oh, wow. You heard that one, Mario Brothers, slipping in that little, what is your body fat percentage, you think? Is it single digits?
Right now, yeah, it's single digits. I'm probably around 9%, 8-9%.
Yeah, I got to do that thing again. I think we did it about 9 months ago. I was around 14%, but I think when I started, I was at 22.
Yeah, look, there's a couple of important markers you want to be at. And, for a man, like 22 is fine, right? Like, are you going to look the way you want to look? Probably not. But from a health standpoint, you're pretty okay there. But like I tell everybody, like, as long as you're healthy, you shouldn't really worry what the body fat percentage is as long as you like the way you look. Because otherwise, it might just drive you crazy.
Oh, no, I bet. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get that fanatical, but I like 14% better than 22. And I'd like to get to like single digits, like 9. I don't need to be at 7 or 6, just 9. 9 point anything would be great.
I've been at 7 and 6 before, and it's really difficult to maintain. You have less energy overall. And if you want to stay there, your life's not going to be very fun, to be super honest.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, I'd like to just find something a little lower than 14, but no, I'm pretty happy with how things are going over there. Stackedcoaching.com, an incredible place. Got someone like me off his butt. I'm no longer the Pillsbury Doughboy. Now, if you poke me in the ribs, I might giggle, but it's not gushy. Thanks to stackedcoaching.com. Hey, Bradley, you know what happens to me a lot lately, and I guess it's a good thing. You got since I've been at Stacked, I kind of have naturally started watching what I eat a little bit. I don't eat great, but I don't eat terrible, and I watch it. I watch portions, what I'm eating, fried or not, heavy cream, all that kind of crap. Um, but I'm hungry sometimes. I wake up and I'm like really hungry, or middle of the day I'm really hungry, and I don't know if I'm bored or distracted and I'm really not hungry, but I notice I'm hungry a lot lately. And to me, it's like a problem. But you were saying this week in your Monday Stacked, which every member of Stacked Coaching gets this email blast from Bradley on Monday mornings. You say we live in a world that teaches us to fear hunger. That's me. But hunger isn't bad. I think it is. It's data. It's your body's way of communicating. And then that really makes sense. So what do I need to do to embrace that and not fear it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of different things you need to realize. Like the first being physical hunger, right? And realizing that physical hunger, and that might be a pain in your stomach, like you have hunger pains, it means your body needs fuel. You need to eat, right? You're running low on fuel, AKA you're running low on energy. The other would be like a emotional hunger, right? Or habitual hunger, where it's boredom or stress or routine. And this is like if you are never hungry physically, but you are mentally hungry, it's because you are always eating, or you're never actual physically hunger. Or every time you're bored, you eat to pass time. So it's more of like a mental hunger that's happening, right? So one of the things that we need to do, if it's mental or emotional or habitual, is we have to train our body. Okay. We have to recognize, knowing how many calories you're eating and what kind of fuel you actually need, it's important, right? But then we want to practice hunger. So, plan out our meals for the day. Hey, we need 3 or 4, maybe 5. Okay. And then those in between times, do not eat. But you have to practice being hungry mentally, emotionally, habitually in between those times.
How do you distract yourself when you're hungry and your mind's like, go eat something?
Yeah. So do a task, right? Whether that's get involved with work, start creating something via your job, get up and go for a walk, drink some water, have some tea.
Yeah, water's huge. That's a good thing, like before a meal, huh, Bradley? Like drink a full glass of water before your meal.
Whenever. I do say this all the time, right? Like water does not make you less hungry. It distracts you, because water makes you less thirsty. It does not make you less hungry. It is not fuel. It does not have calories. So if something doesn't have calories, it's not going to fulfill your physical hunger. However, it can fulfill your emotional or habitual hunger.
Hey, Bradley, real quick, I want to get back into this in a second, but just made me think of something. What happens when you're working out and you get that hunger feeling in your stomach, or almost like a kind of, I don't want to say nauseated feeling, but your stomach's a little uneasy in the middle of a workout, and then you just go take like 3 or 4 sips of water and it solves the problem? What's that all about?
I mean, you could have some type of pH balance in your system that is imbalanced and the water helps it out. Like, let's say you have too much acidity from either overdosing on caffeine or like coffee. Coffee super acidic.
I mean, this happens to me at the gym all the time, and I just thought I was like just really almost like getting dehydrated, sort of, or just stomach's empty and it needs some water. But every time I feel it, I drink a little water, and within 30 seconds or a minute, it's gone.
I mean, that's super interesting. I don't have the right answer to that. Oftentimes, if your stomach isn't feeling great during a workout, it's because you weren't properly fueled.
It's not like it's like pushing the sled or something that's intense where you're redlining, It
Oh,
seemed,
and you're getting a little nausea feeling?
yeah, maybe you're just sort of
Yeah, it's because
uneasiness.
you are that actually probably has nothing to do with hunger at all. It's like, I made my son one time do these sled sprints, okay, where look, my son plays soccer, he runs cross country, but in terms of having your body trained in order to red line multiple times within a certain period of time, you have to work up to that. And when you don't, you tend to vomit.
Yeah.
Most people vomit. I've
Yeah.
never vomited before, but my son yacked in my car all over the place because his
Nice.
stomach hurt from a workout.
Yeah, I threw up some water one time outside of Stacked, like month 3. I did.
Yeah, that really doesn't have anything to do with hunger or any of the things we're talking about. That's more of like a nausea feeling from exercise or exercise-induced nausea.
All right. Hey, Bradley, what's hunger really mean? I mean, hunger is your body's signal that energy's stores are running low. Tell us about, what is it? Ghrelin, and leptin.
Oh, ghrelin. Yeah, it's a hunger hormone, right? It normally rises before meals and drops after them. It's letting you know, like, hey, I'm hungry. I had that feeling today. I had to run out the door this morning to coach. I didn't get to eat. I had to go run another errand. I came back to work out and I was starving. That is ghrelin. It's ghrelin telling you, hey, it's time to eat, right? And then you have leptin, and leptin is the I'm full hormone. It's letting you know that you've had enough. Now, most of us can override that leptin or the I'm full signal because either you eat too fast or you often overeat. And, or you're eating a food that doesn't have enough fiber in it, so it goes through your system a lot quicker than you consume too much, and you totally bypass that hormone. In which case, we need to do things to slow ourselves down, make sure we're getting enough protein, make sure we're getting enough fiber in the meal to where that our brain can reach that signal.
Bradley Schneller's with us. Stackedcoaching.com is the website. What do you mean hunger's a skill?
Yeah, you have to practice it, right? Like oftentimes, in America, we have everything right at our fingertips. Like most people in America are not like starving to death they're not hungry because of a lack of food, right? Like, or that we don't have it. Like other people in third world countries, they don't have food, right? Like they don't have food readily available to them. We all do. Almost all of us do, no matter your economic level in the United States. Again, I say almost all of us because I'm sure there are cases out there and we see them.
Yeah, of course.
Right? So oftentimes when we are hungry, okay, our first reaction, whether it's real hunger or emotional or mental, okay, is to go reach for a snack.
Yep.
But if you are in the business of weight loss, you need to feel that hunger. That hunger is letting you know that you are putting yourself in a calorie deficit. And so practicing being hungry, and what I mean is sitting, waiting it out, having that feeling, and going through that feeling for a period of time, day after day after day, is going to allow you to be successful in weight loss.
Hey, Bradley, I got a bunch of more hunger questions for you. Can we continue this topic next week?
Yeah, absolutely, my man.
You're the man, Bradley Schneller, stackedcoaching.com. Thank you, Bradley.
Have a good one, brother.
Stackedcoaching.com. Go to the website right now. Corey Johnson with you on a Thursday. Danny in Metairie, you're up next. And you too, 766-9480. Don't move.
The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, it's open now. We fix cars and trucks. We do all makes and models. And it doesn't have to be a Ford or a Lincoln. It could be whatever you're driving. 32,000 square feet under roof, now open at 3101 Williams Boulevard. It's all about you, the customer, getting the most for your dollar. I would say the most perfect collision center anywhere. The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, 3101 Williams Boulevard. Go check it out.
Word is, one of the best restaurants in New Orleans isn't even in New Orleans. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Cross the lake and taste what you're missing. Tuesday through Saturday, Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on magazine, as unique as you.
When USA Today ranked the 10 best must-visit New Orleans restaurants for travelers, Mid-City's own Katie's made the list. USA Today says Scott Craig is chef-owner at Katie's, a much-loved Creole-Italian eatery that draws armies of regulars for lunch, brunch, and dinner. A neighborhood spot where locals congregate and New Orleans-style hospitality rules. Indeed it does. Katie's in Mid-City.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again. Ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now. Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. At Audubon Gutters.
Following the facts.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
Corey Johnson.
Yeah, you right. Corey Johnson back at you on a Thursday, 766-9480. Danny in Metairie joins us on the program. What up, Danny?
Hey, Corey, how are you?
Doing well, man. Yourself?
Good. So I'm a fellow Cavalier, class of 78. I know you came a few years after me.
Yep.
But when I was, I guess it was my sophomore year, whenever I was getting ready to turn 15, back then you could get a license at 15. At De La Salle, they had like a half a year class, or driver's ed class, right? I think, I don't know if Mr. Vigo and Mr. Clayton were around.
Oh yeah, both were still teaching driver's ed, but I think I think I did the Victor Manning. You remember those lunatics?
Yeah, but I did both. One of the conditions for me to get a license at 15 was, I had to sit through this class at De La Salle, for half a year, and nobody went, but I went because I had to tell my parents I went, so I went. And the last class was the class, of course, that they showed the films. So it was like during lunch or something. It was like an elective. So I ate lunch and I walked into the class, and it was packed. There wasn't one seat. And I'm like, so I've been sitting through this BS class all year long, and now I can't get a seat to watch the film. So it was packed. They were in a pretty big classroom, if you remember that classroom, kind of off the administration building. Anyway, you know, I'm looking at this film and I'm like, I don't know about this. I did a little research. All of those films were staged. Not one of them was real.
Oh, the photos weren't photos from like actual police?
No, not at all. They were gory. I mean, they would show them pulling body parts dripping with blood out of the car. I mean, like, they were really gory.
Wow.
But think about it. If your son or daughter was killed in an accident like that, would you give consent to have that? I would never.
I guess not, but maybe I think someone might just like, hey, if it can save lives or something. But no, you're probably right, Danny. I didn't think about it that way. Didn't know it was all staged. I thought it was the beginning stage to set up the scene, and then after the train hits, they'd show the photographs from like police. So no, that makes sense.
The one that we watched was called Prom Night.
Yeah, they all had like some simple name. Yeah, Beat the Train, whatever.
Prom night, and they were, you know, it was a bunch of kids on prom night in the car, and they were driving recklessly and drinking, and but it was one production company that made a fortune actually making these films.
Well, I bet
they were using,
I bet. No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
No, but it turns out they were using like pig body parts and cow body parts.
Oh boy. What a great segue. Danny and Metairie, thanks. I don't mean to let you go, but before I head to the top of the hour, I got to bring this cat on. Jeff Dorson joins us from the Humane Society of Louisiana. What a segue. We were talking about the gory driver's license movies. I was saying if you're like 60 plus, it was right before my time, Jeff. I just missed it. They'd show these movies of like tragic car accidents to keep kids from speeding and things like that. Anyway, how are you, Jeff?
Hey, it's all good. Thanks for having me on your great show again.
My pleasure. What's going on in the world of cats and dogs and kittens and puppies?
Well, it's a way for everybody to do a nice deed. It's coming up Saturday, November 8th. We're declaring it to Be Kind to Animals Day. So we're asking everybody in the state, the city, the globe to do one nice thing and share it on social media and try and make it a routine.
Nice. Maybe go to the Humane Society of Louisiana X or Twitter site and then post it so you guys get to see it. No, that's great. I'm going to try to do something good for some animals.
Well, thank you. And then we have 3 Petco gift cards as an incentive. The first place gets $100, second $75, and third $50. Although we shouldn't have to, you know, pay people to do it, but it's just a way to encourage people get out of the house, do something nice, put up a bird feeder, you know, take your cat to be fixed. You and I both know the drill. Do anything, but just something.
Yep, no doubt. I just today, Maple Street Vet went and picked up meds for Tolly, for Puffy, and Lunatic, the new cat that popped up. Luna, got to get the, what is it? Revolution 2 or whatever in the back of the neck that ticks and fleas and stuff like that. Keep them healthy. It's called responsible pet ownership. There's no other alternative, Jeff.
Yep. And then go to our Facebook page. We have a great portrait of 2 Bobcat by Allie Bergier. She has 2 art galleries in New Orleans and a best-selling book that's still selling called When in Doubt, Play Dead. Life advice from an unexpected source. What can we learn from opossums? And we really overlook the needs of our wildlife. So we're selling one of her paintings, oil and acrylic on canvas of 2 bobcats. They couldn't look any cuter. And the money goes for wildlife rehabilitators. They're overlooked and underappreciated, and we're going to raise money for their efforts. They're the ones who have taken raccoons and, you know, small animals that need our help, whether it's opossums or birds. And so these are mainly people who just out of the goodness of their heart will spend time nursing orphan, displaced, or ill injured wildlife and release them. It's a great program.
All of this is on the website, humanela.org.
Or on Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, the whole business. And I like all your posts, by the way. I follow you on Twitter. It's always interesting what you have to say.
Thank you, Jeff. HumaneLA.org is the website. Please go to it right now and donate. HumaneLA.org. And you can feel good about your donation knowing that Jeff and his crew are saving cats, dogs, kittens, puppies, horses, goats, all kind of animals, birds. Jeff, sorry for the short time this afternoon. Always a pleasure, brother.
It works. Okay, Saturday, Be Kind Animals Day. Do something nice.
Yeah, you heard that this Saturday. Be Kind Animals Day. Post it on Twitter and get a gift card from the Humane Society of Louisiana if they like your post. HumaneLA.org. Go to the site right now and donate. HumaneLA.org. That's Jeff Dorson, a local hero. He's really deserves our respect. Donate. That's the best way to tell him thank you.
You're on the neutral ground with Corey Johnson. On TV on Cox Channel 4 and Spectrum Channel 333. Also on YouTube. On radio at NOLA Talk 93.9 FM, WSLA New Orleans.
It's 5 p.m.
Ford F-150, #1 seller in America. What about in the USA? Let's see, what about in the world? Who sells more trucks than Ford? Nobody. It's because the Lamar team is the real team. All that makes it happen is one goal. Everybody having a great experience at Lamar Ford. We became #1 for a reason, because we're good. And we need to prove it every day, every deal, all the time.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com. My Sittu, that's Arabic for grandmother, used to make the best football kibbe. You can experience kibbe just like my grandmother used to make, and so many other Middle Eastern favorites on the streetcar line. Lebanon's Cafe.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on Magazine, as unique as you.
Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots.
South Shore residents that love good food are making the short trip across the lake to Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. North Shore folks have known about Gallagher's 527 for years. Now the South Shore has discovered this hidden gem. One of the metro area's best restaurants is less than 30 minutes away. Take the quick trip across the lake and experience Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. As good as it gets.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again. Ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now.
Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. At Audubon Gutters.
In New Orleans, we don't eat to live, we live to eat.
More is better.
Scott Craig of Katie's.
That is our slogan. More is better at Katie's. It means more of everything. Not just more food, more smiles, more friendship, more love, more. When you do something, you have to do it right. You know, it's all about more, and it's all more of the good things.
Get more at Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City.
The 5 o'clock power hour is upon us on a Thursday afternoon already. Wow. Got a good one lined up for you. Warming up a little bit, but still ridiculously nice out there. Great day, 77 degrees. Get out and enjoy it. You got 10 more minutes of daylight. Ouch. That standard time sucks. It is New Orleans, Drew Brees, but we shouldn't go back in time. We should be like Arizona. I think this is another state, Arizona and somewhere else. Either another state or a city that just ignores it. Mario, I'll never forget, I'm watching something. This is hysterical. I'm watching like something on CNN. I mean, it isn't hysterical, the war, but it has like Israeli time and it says like 3:04 a.m. And then they go to Iran and it's 3:34. Like, we're not going to do the hour thing, a separation like the rest of the world. We're doing 30 minutes. Like, they go by their own time.
Man.
Iran. I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
You might say we're in this time zone, and you may say it's 4:04. We're saying it's 3:34. 30 minutes difference. It's like, oh, it's always an hour and just 30 minutes. I'm like, Iran. What a bunch of jokers.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, it gets dark at 5:15 now. A lot going on this Thursday. New Orleans gets its $125 million loan, but a state auditor will oversee it. I think that's a good, compromise. New Orleans gets its money, and they're doing it through the state, these bonds, and the state auditor is going to oversee, how they spend it. No problemo with that. Tulane's indoor football practice bubble is rising. It is an air-supported roof, and that roof is up. So the exterior is pretty much complete. I was over there today. If you go to my Twitter, @CoreyJohnson, you can see some videos and photos that I shot. The exterior, the interior. Big machines in the back that keep the air pressure inside the building at a certain level so the roof stays inflated. About a month away. The interior still needs everything. Field, the little decks up high that coaches and, videographers will work from. The turf, 80 yards by 50, goalposts, all that. So about a month away. But if you drive down Claiborne's by Calhoun, Ben Weiner Drive, the Tulane campus, that old parking lot, it's a huge bubble. I'd say that bubble's about 50 feet tall. Check it out on my Twitter, @CoreyJohnson. Follow me on Twitter or X. Crazy 10 days at LSU, culminating in UNO becoming LSUNO. Wow, it just doesn't stop. Brian Kelly, former LSU head football coach, released a letter to the LSU fans. I think a pretty classy move. Dear Tiger fans, moving to Baton Rouge 4 years ago, my family and I were clear. There'd be no halfway. We would be all in for LSU and for Louisiana. This journey began with great expectations, with my own vision of how to get there. Sometimes the journey does not end the way we hope. But when I think of our time together, I'll remember and appreciate what we did accomplish. All of the exceptional student athletes I had the privilege to coach, a Heisman winner, and more than a dozen Tigers playing on Sundays. 39 players earning SEC academic honor roll honors in 2024 alone. My daughter and son earning advanced degrees from LSU, and a third who began his career working at the university. The roar of Death Valley when we beat Alabama. The losses will always hurt, but I will remember all the wins. I don't need to tell any of you how special Saturday night in Tiger stadiums are. I'm honored to have worn the purple and gold and been a part of it. As everyone heads on their way to see the Tigers play, I wish Coach Wilson, the coaches, and our players the best this weekend. I know they'll do their best for themselves and for LSU. We'll be watching and cheering for you. This journey may not have ended, but it's a journey that will stay with me and my family forever. Go Tigers, Brian Kelly. That's pretty classy. Pretty classy. Corey Johnson with you on a Thursday afternoon. The state is still trying to buy the Bell Chase Bridge, trying to buy it from the private company that built it and runs it and has the rights to run it for up to the next 30 years. Pat Connick, West Bank State Senator, he'll join us in about 10 minutes for just a few minutes to get the latest and greatest on this Bell Chase Bridge. Basically, the company that owns it, it's unreal. The bridge cost $150 to $180 million to build. A private company built it. They are allowed to collect up to $700 million in taxes over 30 years. Obviously, the quicker they collect this $700 million, the better it is for them. Time is money. The quicker they collect it, they make more money, more profits. They have been charging mostly Plaquemine Parish residents absurd amounts, mischarging, mistake charging, some being refunded, some hard for people to get their money back, $500, thousands of dollars. It's crazy. Fees and things that shouldn't be happening. So the state's decided the best way to handle this, buy this company out. Buy them out, come to a settlement, buy the bridge, or sue them. Reportedly, the state's offering somewhere around $200 million for this bridge that cost $150, $180 million to build. We'll see how this works out. Pat Connick's going to give us the latest. Something has to be done. Something has to be solved. Crazy. Hey, every day this program on radio, on television, on YouTube, on X. Brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex. The big store, Lamarck Ford in Kenner, 45 plus years. Nationally recognized by Ford in Dearborn, Michigan. When Ronnie Lamarck shows up, they throw out his name on the loudspeaker throughout the building. He's known at Ford. He's been associated with Ford for nearly 60 years. If you're looking for like an F-150, F-250, Explorer, Mustang, whatever, any Ford product, why would you even consider going anywhere else but the big store in Kenner? It's a no-brainer. You need a Ford vehicle, Ronnie Lamarck from Araby Park. Every day this program on radio, television, YouTube, X, brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex and Lamarck Crescent City Ford in Elmwood. That's your commercial truck, van, and SUV dealer. Mario Brothers, a.k.a. Latinx. Checking out porn or something on that phone. 766-9480 is the phone number. Those dudes don't have clothes on, Mario. What the? Why I 766-9480?
Love how you said dudes.
Yeah, that was the best part of it. Those dudes don't have any clothes on.
Yeah, not in the workplace, bro.
Well, what's not in the workplace? You checking out male porn?
Yes, that.
Not me mentioning it.
Yes.
It's not a problem. It's you wouldn't check it out at the workplace. You're saying
not on the clock. No, exactly.
But I do see right there. You're betting on cricket, India, Pakistan. What the hell?
Pakistan looking good, man.
They really do. They're going to knock out some wickets tonight. Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Knocking down some wickets.
Yeah, we'll be checking that out in between Broncos.
Yeah,
Raiders.
we will. Wow. Mario's going to have the split screen, Broncos and Raiders. You think is a little sucker bet tonight, Mario?
Yeah, we were talking about it, man. You've been watching the Broncos lately. They're 7-2, but they've
The
been
defense is carrying. They got 3 games that they could have easily lost.
they've been getting
but
carried
they
by
won.
exactly. And this is a divisional opponent. I feel like they might come out a little bit sleepy Thursday night at home. There's a bunch of weed smoke in the air in Denver.
Oh wow.
Maybe the Raiders steal one tonight.
There's a bunch of weed smoke in the air in Denver. That's going to cause problems.
The Raiders are plus 420 underdogs, by the way, too. So there you go.
And like 9.5, something like that.
8.5, yes. Yep. Those divisional games always tricky, man.
No, I think the sucker bet would be that's interesting. So it's 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not always a sucker bet in every bet, but is there one here? Yeah, I mean, I think most people are going to bet Denver.
Most people will.
Yep.
Las Vegas, young team, quarterback hasn't been playing too well, but I'm telling you, divisional game Thursday night. I could be wrong, but I just have a feeling.
Did you hear that guy Stu Feiner? He like hooked back up with Barstool. He like does stuff with T-Bob.
Yeah, he's funny.
Did you see his like gambling like philosophy?
No.
It's pretty damn good, and I basically subscribe to the same thing, but I don't bet. But I tell my friends all this stuff all the time. I mean, his basic philosophy is the Vegas guys are the experts. The point spread's going to be right where it needs to be. All things are considered in that point spread.
Oh, yeah.
And, injuries, they're run-oriented. That team can't play defense. That one can. They don't play well outdoors. All that's considered. Injuries, everything. It's all part of the line. So he's like, it's noise. Ignore it. And I always tell my betting friends exactly that. It's all noise. Ignore it. He looks for trends. He looks for where the money, the big money's going late.
Mm-hmm.
And he never places a bet unless it's like 30 minutes before the kickoff or tip-off or whatever. 30 minutes or less. He goes, everybody else is throwing darts.
Yeah.
So he likes to see where it's all going. And then especially if money moves, if a lot of money's going in one direction, and then he puts his bets in. But I like the noise comment. I like the 30 minutes before, all that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. Gambling pays for the bookie and the casino. Oh, boy.
Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-JC.com, no cool spots.
Word is, one of the best restaurants in New Orleans isn't even in New Orleans. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Cross the lake and taste what you're missing. Tuesday through Saturday, Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
Francesca Deli and Pizzeria has over 15 specialty sandwiches, a big 10-ounce burger, and some of the best pizza in New Orleans. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview between Canal Boulevard and West End.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com. There's a Middle Eastern restaurant that's less than 5 minutes from where Causeway and River Road meet. Lebanon's Cafe. Convenient to Old Metairie and Old Jefferson. Carrollton at Jeanette on the streetcar line. Lebanon's Cafe.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Scott Craig of Katie's Restaurant.
All of my ingredients are fresh. Nothing comes out of a can here. Nothing. All of our seafood is Louisiana. All of our vegetables are Louisiana vegetables. It's a neighborhood restaurant.
Katie's in Mid-City.
This is a hell of a lot easier than when I delivered pizza in New Orleans. What the hell? We're all just blocking the street. We're all just blocking the street. Come on, I gotta deliver this pizza. We're all just blocking the street. Ah, screw it. We won't stop blocking the street. Yeah, stop blocking the street.
You're on the neutral ground with Corey Johnson.
I picked up Lebanon's Cafe yesterday for lunch. Chicken shawarma, some tabbouleh, a fried football kibbe. Absolutely fantastic. Around $20 with a tip. Lebanon's Cafe, the finest Middle Eastern food in Metro New Orleans. Carrollton at Jeanette by the streetcar barn. They're open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. straight through the day till 9:30. Yeah, late night dining and outdoor dining. Take advantage of both. Open till 9:30 tonight and a wonderful night, a wonderful evening for outdoor dining. Lebanon's Cafe tonight for dinner. The state still talking about trying to buy the recently finished Belle Chase Bridge, about $150 to $180 million bridge. The private company that built it can collect tolls up to $700 million, up to 30 years. Obviously, the quicker they collect that $700 million, the better for them. Time is money. Apparently, they're hell-bent on collecting it really quickly because they're overcharging Plaquemine Parish drivers, primarily Plaquemine Parish drivers. Anyone that's on that bridge has a chance to be overcharged. And sometimes like thousands of dollars on a debit or credit card taken from residents. And then some are getting a refund and some aren't. The state's decided to buy the bridge. Pat Connick, state senator from DeBest Bank, always joins us on the program when we need him. He has the latest on this. How you doing, Pat?
Doing great, Corey. How are you?
Doing well. Did I sum it up pretty right, or am I missing some parts?
You got about 90% of it. Okay. But you did great. Number one, the bridge isn't finished yet. I think they have some more issues with the approaches sinking.
Again?
So that has to, yes, that has to be redone.
Wow.
And then we would love to buy it, buy them out, but we haven't had that discussion yet, and we haven't come up with a number yet, and we haven't found the money yet. So that's the dilemma we face.
Now, first things first, didn't the approaches sink originally?
Yes.
And they repaired them.
They repaired some sections of it. This may be another section that's on the north.
Wow.
East side.
That's mind-blowing. I wonder what other problems that maybe we're not seeing that are going to reveal their, ugly head in a year, 5 years, 10 years with this bridge. I wonder if they cut corners elsewhere.
It's a bad deal. And talking to those businesses down there, the Sabo Seafood, Adams Catfish, the Vernon Sausage folks, and the dress shop ladies and the tackle places, this bridge has really, when the tolls were on, destroyed the economy of that parish.
Wow.
People would not go there. And so the bridge was supposed to be able to stimulate the economy, make it easy to get to and from the parish. But the way it's been implemented has been a disaster. It's just had the opposite effect, and it's against public policy, clearly.
It's what, a quarter for a Plaquemine Parish resident? How about someone like me, Orleans Parish, like $1?
$1.50, but that's the promise. But then you get on the other fees, the postage, the convenience fee, all this other stuff, the $25 administrative fee. That's where they get you.
People are scared. They're like, I don't mind paying the quarter of the $1.50, but I might get screwed, and I don't want to have to deal with that. Let's just stay away. No, that's terrible. That's absolutely
there
terrible.
was testimony in Baton Rouge yesterday again from a young lady who owns a dress shop, House 131. A lady came from Jefferson Parish, went buy a dress for $100 or whatever it was, and then crossed back over the bridge. And then a month later, she gets a bill for $57.
Jeez, that's just so insulting.
A cost of the dress, and that was for administrative fees. So that's it's a problem, and we thank God for the governor to suspend the tolls and look at all this and get these guys to the table. We got to do it right, but what we have now is a mess down there.
When the governor suspended the tolls, what did the company do that controls the bridge? They, I guess they freaked out.
I think the contract says that the bridge has to be complete. There was 4 points that were made. Number one, the fees must be reasonable for the contract, and everybody agrees that $25 administrative fee is not reasonable because there's nobody administrating the program. There's no customer service center in Blackman's Parish. You got to go to Meadow to have to face with those guys. Now,
That's
they
crazy.
brought a team up to discuss it.
That's insane.
And the other thing is the bridge has to be they had to go through the administrative process to get the fees approved. They didn't do that. They just took a $25 fee from statute, slapped it on these bills, and moved on. But I think the problem, Tommy, is that this company anticipated getting the LNG plant money, all that work down there for that $1 billion plant.
Yep.
A $10 billion plant. They anticipated getting the diversion construction traffic. That's gone. So their whole business model has tanked, in my opinion.
We're visiting with State Senator Pat Connick from the West Bank. The bridge final cost, what, somewhere between $150, $180 million, Pat?
Something like that. It's a normal type bridge going over an intercoastal waterway. You see them all over the state. You see one in going to Grand Isle, it's no charge. The one going to Algiers, no charge. Yet you got a bridge, the same type of design and length and construction, something smells with this one.
Yep. The state wants to pay what, somewhere in the neighborhood of like $200 million for the bridge?
We don't know. I think that's, there was a lawsuit filed, a class action lawsuit filed that kind of put the muzzle on what DOTD can say and what plenary wants to say. I think, part of me says I'm happy for the lawsuit to get them to the table, but the other part saying, okay, this negotiation that's going on is going on, in behind closed doors with lawyers.
Have you spoken to the point man or decision maker with this company, Pat?
The point man, I had him come to the table before the lawsuit, and they got an earful. They know they did a poor job. And the company that was hired to do the tolling processing, they apologized. They failed. But they didn't put in enough resources to make it work. And, right now the point man for the state is the governor.
Yep.
And he's got his team working on that. And, I got to give him credit for reacting quickly once he understood the severity of the issue.
Yeah, and eliminating the tolls. That's for everybody, 18-wheelers, locals, anybody going over the bridge. It's free, right?
Right now it is, yes.
Yep, right now. When do you anticipate this getting done, Pat? How long do we have to wait?
Hopefully in the next few months we'll have an answer where we're going to go. I know I'm going to be looking for revenue to help pay down some of the debt, if not all the debt. I talked to Keith Hinckley, the parish president in Plaquemines, asked him to, get his Washington lobbyist on board to try to beat the bushes up there for some federal highway money to help. And the key component now is to educate the legislators about how bad this is, because nobody wants to take money from their district and help another area that, you're going to fight for your district. But in this case, it's so bad that we need to find a way to pay down this debt and relieve that burden that's so unfair to those folks down in Plaquemines.
I heard you mention, they have bridges over the Intracoastal, other places, they're free. I get that. But, I personally don't have a problem paying the toll. I think, and you got a bunch of 18-wheelers still that are going down to the LNG, put the burden on them. I would just make sure the Plaquemine Parish residents don't pay a dime ever. They ride on it for free. But someone like me, kind of neighboring parish, I don't mind paying. I'm not going down there every day, so I don't mind paying that toll.
And I agree, but that might be the solution to leave the, right now, if you have to cross that bridge at your Plaquemine Parish, if you go to the store, you pay a toll. If you go to school, you pay a toll.
Yep.
If you go vote, you got to go pay
Yeah, make it free for them.
So I might use that idea in Baton Rouge, Corey.
Yeah, I mean, make it free for the Plaquemine residents, and someone like Corey or, in Orleans or Jefferson. It's not like we're there every day. Not a big deal. And put the burden on the 18-wheelers, of course. Hey, Pat, what's the deal with another bridge at Peters Road? What's the talk about that?
Well, that's in the design stages right now. They need a second way out for that parish, and that's where that toll should have been. This bridge should have been free, and build a new one, another one, and make that a toll bridge, make that the truck route. But that didn't happen. But we have we're moving on to try to get. Well, it's in the design stages to build a second bridge to have two major in and outs of Plaquemine Parish. One can be a toll and one can be not a toll. So, but that's all in the works. But that has been moving along. I kind of put on the side because of the disaster with the toll bridge. But that is in the works.
Where would that bridge cross exactly?
It would cross by the west of the Naval Air Base and to Peters Road by Boomtown Road.
Yeah.
Up in that area.
Yep.
So it would come up by West Jeff High School on the expressway.
Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, that is needed.
We need the infrastructure. They building another LNG plant, phase 2 down there. There's another $10 billion, whatever it's going to be.
Yep.
It's a lot of money.
No, and hopefully some of these diversions end up happening and they are built. I know both were canceled, the East Bank and West Bank, when I think that's short-sighted, but you don't just cancel, and there's got to be a replacement. So hopefully something happens down there with that.
Right. Yeah, but it's a lot going on. The parish of Plaquemine gives a lot to the state in revenue from oil and gas and the LNG facility, and it's a vital part of the state. And the bad part about when we got all this BP money, Plaquemine's was hit the most.
And got the least.
That the state got, they get nothing.
Yeah.
All went to the Baton Rouge areas. So.
No, those are all valid points. You're right, Pat. Pat, always a pleasure having you on the program, man.
All right. Good talking to you. On Saturday, we're going to have a tree planting. We're planting 50 trees at the Hope Haven walking trail.
Nice.
So if anybody wants to help out, come on and get your hands dirty. It's going to be fun. And it's going to be a beautiful park once we get it all done.
What is that? West Bank Expressway at Ames or Barataria?
Barataria. It's on the old Hope Haven campus by Shaw High School.
Yeah. Pat, thanks so much, man.
Thank you, Corey.
That's State Senator Pat Connick. Corey Johnson with you, coming right back.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
There's a Middle Eastern restaurant that's less than 5 minutes from where Causeway and River Road meet, Lebanon's Cafe. Convenient to Old Metairie and Old Jefferson. Carrollton at Jeanette on the streetcar line, Lebanon's Cafe.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on Magazine, as unique as you.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
In New Orleans, we don't eat to live, we live to eat.
More is better.
Scott Craig of Katie's.
That is our slogan. More is better at Katie's. It means more of everything. Not just more food, more smiles, more friendship, more love, more. When you do something, you have to do it right. You know, it's all about more, and it's all more of the good things.
Get more at Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this Lamarck Automotive Complex is something called Quick Lane. Tires, wheel alignments, struts, servicing your transmission. We're doing all makes and models. It doesn't have to have been purchased from us. It's for you. It handles your lifestyle with your budget in mind. And we want to get you in and out as quick as possible. Quick Lane, you got to come see it. You're going to love the experience. Right there at Williams Boulevard in Kenner.
South Shore residents that love good food are making the short trip across the lake to Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. North Shore folks have known about Gallagher's 527 for years. Now the South Shore has discovered this hidden gem. One of the metro area's best restaurants is less than 30 minutes away. Take the quick trip across the lake and experience Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. As good as it gets.
You're on the neutral ground.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
With Corey Johnson.
I had the best priced quality food deal in the Metro New Orleans area today. I don't know how you beat this. It's crazy. Shortstop po' boy on Transcontinental, about a block off airline. They're not a client. They don't pay me to say this. I'm just telling you how it is. One of the better roast beef po' boys in the metro area. A really good debris style roast beef, piping hot. Like if it was any hotter, it'd burn your mouth. I love stuff that's like, you want it hot. $6.42. And I'm not kidding you. $6.42. And this is Shortstop on Transcontinental, a block off airline. They do po' boys. Got fried shrimp, oyster, everything. It's not some gas station throwing together po' boys, sitting out under the heat lamp for hours. Not high quality, not Leidenheimer French bread, all that. It's the opposite. Leidenheimer French bread, high quality, debris, very tasty. A small roast beef po' boy at Shortstop, $6.42. I don't know what you get for $6.42 at like Burger King, McDonald's. Seriously. I don't eat that crap, but I have no idea what you would get.
That's definitely cheaper than like a Just a Sandwich Whopper or Just a Sandwich Big Mac.
My Raising Cane's orders more than 3 times that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, that's
more
wild.
than 3. I could get 3 Shortstop po' boys for what I get at Raising Cane's. $21, the Caniac.
Yeah, no, that's wild. I spent a lot of time there when I worked for the Pelicans. Like that's a good place.
I mean, it's unbelievable. No, I've been going there for like 40 years because Bill Tripoli Midas, that I used to go to, this repair shop for my car, was on Airline, and a block away, down the side street was Shortstop. So how long's for my car going to be ready? Oh, Corey, give me 2 or 3 hours. Someone coming to pick you up? No, I'll just go to Shortstop. Go have a po' boy and walk back there later,
There you go.
$6.42. What do you get for $6.42? Nothing.
Not a lot, bro.
Not a lot. Unbelievable. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. 766-9480. Yeah, I love good food deals. There's a bunch of them in town. You just got to look out for them. There's a bunch. Katie's last night, steak night, $35. You get 4-course meal, a glass of wine or a cocktail, a big filet, $35. It's crazy. Let's see. A Tavolo. I'm not into like strip mall restaurants. A Tavolo, that Italian joint by Lakeside. I can't sit here and tell you it's a great restaurant. Everything on the menu is good. But I like a bolognese, and it's hard to find. They have a ziti bolognese. I like ziti pasta. Ziti bolognese, $17 for lunch. That's a pretty good deal. What else is out there? Domalisi's fried shrimp po' boy. I think it's $14 for a small fried shrimp po' boy at Domalisi's. Not a big fan of the steaks at Ruth's Chris at all. I think Ruth Fertel would be spinning in her grave, not rolling over, spinning in her grave if she saw this. But they do have a hamburger, prime burger. It's like $17, $18 with French fries, or you can substitute the fries for a salad, like $17 or $18 at Ruth's Chris. Let's see what else is out there that's good, that's inexpensive. I had a whole list on my Twitter, on my X a few weeks ago. No, there's lots of good meal deals in Metro New Orleans. Gallagher's $5.27, the $24 3-course lunch special. It's incredible deal. $24. You get a big house salad, a choice of 6 homemade dressings to choose from, then 3 different entree choices, either the catfish almondine or the half a soft shell crab and grits, or what I usually get, the shish kebab with the green beans, sizzling in butter. Fantastic. Then you even get a little ooey gooey dessert, hot brownie with vanilla ice cream, chocolate syrup, $24. No, you got to take advantage of those meal deals in Metro New Orleans. Now you could go, Corey, how do you spend $21 at Raising Cane's? Well, I get a caniac and I get an extra finger, and I don't get them breaded. I get them naked. And it's $24. But Cane's is good. It's local. It's a Baton Rouge-based company, Todd Graves. The tenders are fresh. They're not frozen. They don't have like a pile of 50 tenders and they pluck them out in a pile of fries. It's all like made to order. So for fast food, I'd say it's pretty good quality. And getting them naked and extra crispy, it's like little fried chicken tenders, not heavy battered fried chicken tenders. That's the only thing I wanted to change at Cane's one time. I was like, is there any way to get less batter? They're like, you can get them naked. I'm like, give them to me naked. And I've never gone back to the batter since. Anyway, warming up a little bit, but still a really nice day. 77 degrees, 56% humidity. Really nice. We could hit 80 tomorrow and on Saturday, 80. Monday morning, 40s. Tuesday and Wednesday morning, 30s. 30s on Tuesday and Wednesday morning. Lots of nice weather ahead in Metro New Orleans. New Orleans gets its $125 million loan. A state auditor will oversee it. That was the compromise. Tulane's indoor football practice facility bubble is blown up on Claiborne's. It is an air-supported roof, and it is about 50 feet in the air. The interior needs to be done, about a month away. If you go to my Twitter, at Corey Johnson, you Green Wave fans, you can check it all out. I don't know, Mario. I think I've got the most, I shouldn't say exclusive video, because other people have shot video from Claiborne's, but I've got indoor around the facility as good as anyone else, as far as if you're a Green Wave fan, if you want to check out this bubble.
Yeah. That you just walked in there? You just have to
No, the doors were locked. I tried to go in because it's air pressure. You open the door, but like a 40-mile-an-hour wind.
Oh, yeah.
But they have them all locked. No one's inside. No, I shot the video through the glass of the door.
Got you. Yeah, good video.
And, circled the building and checked it out.
Tulane needs to play better.
Yep.
They've been bad the last 3
No,
years.
they've been kind of questionable all year, like get ahead, get way behind, get behind early, have to come back to win.
Yeah.
What I like is Summerall knows all this and is pissed about it.
Exactly. And blaming the distractions like the Johns, that feels like the easy thing to do. I don't know if it's just that, but, it probably doesn't help.
No, I think he's talked about how last year he blew it.
Yeah. Oh, last year
he was
obvious.
distracted by the head coaching thing. He's like, not going to let that happen again.
Yeah, him and the quarterback that's at Duke now.
He's so damn smart.
Yeah.
You heard what he said to the team about all this? Hey, how many of you guys have agents? And like half the team raise their hand. I got an agent too. Transfer portal, you might leave the program. The way it is in 2025, just really smart how he said it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think he's got a good understanding, him and his players, but inevitably it's just, you're not going to be at your best, I feel like, when all that is going on for the players
No,
and
of
the
course
coaches.
not. No, exactly.
Players and coaches, yeah.
No, exactly. 766-9480 is the phone number. Yeah, go to my Twitter, my ex, at Corey Johnson. About 3 or 4 videos and some photos of Tulane's new indoor football practice facility bubble. About a month away. The inside needs everything. The turf, the goalposts, the, towers built into the wall for the coaches, videographers, everything. Crazy 10 days at LSU, huh? Brian Kelly fired, the governor's mansion meeting, Governor Landry telling everyone Scott Woodward would not select the head football coach, Scott Woodward fired by the governor, Wade Roos, the governor's, boy, named LSU systems president. The runner-up gets a job that didn't even exist, chancellor at LSU. Verge Osbury named AD permanently, his interim label removed, and then Roos says we're removing the interim label and then we'll reassess the situation. Kind of not kind of hypocritical to say to the least, or not hypocritical, I guess that's correct, but more contrary. You can't remove an interim label and then continue an interim label. UNO transition meeting, breaking the public meetings law to do it. And then finally, Brian Kelly's classy letter to fans saying goodbye. His classy letter to fans. 766-9480. Pat Connick joined us a few minutes ago. You Plaquemine and Farish folks, maybe going to get some relief. You already have relief. The governor lifting the tolls on the new Bell Chase Bridge. The state still trying to buy that recently finished Bell Chase Bridge. Pat Connick said the approaches once again have sunk and they need to be redone. We'll see what happens there. About $180 million bridge. State's going to have to come up, I believe, with like $200 million plus. Connick mentioned no source of, revenue there. Where's the state going to get the money for that? 766-9480. If you go to my Twitter, my ex, at Corey Johnson, follow me at Corey Johnson. The pinned video at the top is my backyard green and chipping area, thanks to LGD Lawn and Landscapes, New Orleans' own LGD Lawn and Landscapes. Their website is nolalgd.com. You can check out all the artificial turf and synthetic turf installations all over the metro area. You got a little patch of grass in your backyard. It's a hassle cutting. Maintenance free. Get artificial turf, synthetic turf installed by LGD Lawn and Landscapes. NOLALGD.com. Or do like me, get a little putting and chipping area in your backyard. Looks fantastic, maintenance free. Improving my short game. Zero maintenance. NOLALGD.com. Check out all the installations around the metro. NOLALGD.com. Corey Johnson with you on a Thursday afternoon. Gorgeous day. Get outside. Dine outside tonight. Drop some coals. Do some grilling in the backyard. Or go hit one of the great metro area restaurants that has outdoor dining. A lot of them do. Katie's Courtyard. Katie's has tables surrounding the building. In Mid-City, get to Katie's tonight. Dine outside. Lebanon's Cafe, outdoor dining right in front. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. They got the Courtyard right behind the bar. Go there tonight. Dine outside at Gallagher's in Mandeville. Fantastic. No, we got a lot of great places that have outdoor dining in Metro New Orleans. Take advantage of it when we have fantastic weather like this. Are you kidding me? So nice to dine outside. especially in this great city, New Orleans. Coming right back.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Scott Craig of Katie's Restaurant.
All of my ingredients are fresh. Nothing comes out of a can here. Nothing. All of our seafood is Louisiana. All of our vegetables are Louisiana vegetables. It's a neighborhood restaurant.
Katie's in Mid-City.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again. Ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now.
Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. At Audubon Gutters.
Word is, one of the best restaurants in New Orleans isn't even in New Orleans. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Cross the lake and taste what you're missing. Tuesday through Saturday. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on magazine, as unique as you.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
Outdoor dining, Middle Eastern cuisine, under the oak trees, Lebanon's Cafe. Some of the city's finest lamb chops and shish kebab. Carrollton at Jeanette by the streetcar barn, Lebanon's Cafe.
Following the facts.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
Corey Johnson.
Yeah, you right. Corey Johnson back at you. I don't understand the state, man. Really. I really don't. The Menhaden industry in Louisiana, pogies, there's just a lot of them in the Gulf, big sweeping nets. They catch these pogies. They use them for like fertilizer, for cat food, for the oil, for fish oil vitamins, for makeup, all kind of different things. The number one fish catch by pounds, the pogie, number one. It's not even close. Just a few years ago, first off, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, up the East Coast, they all have restrictions on pogie fishing. In Louisiana, it's almost just like wide open. Do whatever you want almost. Then they restricted it to you got to go at least a half mile off the coast. Now they're bringing it back to a quarter mile off the coast. Commercial fishermen don't like it. There's lots of bycatch with these huge nets, killing other species fish, even like pelicans. And then the pogie fishermen, they'll, release a big old net full of fish that are all dead. It'll be a big no-kill zone. From what I understand, there are 2 companies. Both are not U.S. based. One's like out of the Scandinavian country, I don't know, Denmark, Sweden, and then I think one's out of Japan, if I'm not mistaken, or Australia. I forget. They're two foreign entities that run the two major menhaden, pogie fishing industries here in Louisiana. They employ both together less than 1,000 people. It's a few hundred people employed with both entities. And I swear we act like it's the oil and gas industry bending over backwards for these folks. They obviously have tremendous lobbying efforts, and a lot of locals don't like it. They think it's abuse. They think there need to be stricter regulations. And it's not like, this menhaden industry employs thousands and thousands of Louisianians. It's like a few hundred. And we kind of bend over backwards for them. And I don't quite understand it. But here we are again, moving the half mile, which is too close to the shore, back to a quarter mile, because that's how we operate in Louisiana. It's just sort of sad. Boy, what an incredible weather week we've had. Looks like the next week's going to be that way. Kind of crazy. Tomorrow, Saturday, we might hit 80 degrees. Monday morning, it'll be in the 40s when we wake up. So like, it could be like 80 Saturday afternoon, and then like 30 hours later, it's 40 degrees, like half the temperature. And then Tuesday and Wednesday morning in the 30s on the South Shore. Might get some below freezing mornings on Tuesday and Wednesday on the North Shore. Speaking of, I'm a South Shore boy. I'll probably be knocking out 2 meals in the next few days on the North Shore in Mandeville. Trey Yen in Mandeville and Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. You know what I like about both these places besides they're excellent? They're fantastic. Couple of the best restaurants in the metro. For me on the South Shore, I like that I don't have to drive around the North Shore. I cross that Causeway Bridge in about a minute on the left, Trey Yen. In about a minute on the right, Gallagher's 527. So really convenient. And if you're with family or friends, that drive across the causeway goes so fast, barely can get in a decent conversation. From Lakeside Shopping Center to the front door at Trey Yen, from Lakeside Shopping Center to the front door of Gallagher's 527, about 25 minutes. Tough to beat. Yeah, I'll be at both over the next few days this weekend. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville and Trey Yen in Mandeville. Just so damn good. Both of them. Incredible. Can't go wrong. Tulane's indoor practice facility for football, this bubble, it's blown up. And I mean, the air-supported roof is up. I'm guessing about 5 stories tall, about 50 feet at the peaks. It's about a $7 to $8 million facility. It's on Claiborne's right there. I think the folks on Audubon Boulevard that were like against the stadium being built, Yeoman Stadium, they're going to freak at this bubble. Some of these uptown folks, it's atrocious. Anyway, John Summerall's got to be fired up. Maybe before bowl season, the Wave will be able to get some practices in their new indoor bubble. And maybe it's enough to keep Summerall around for another year. At the very least, it's a nice thing for a future hire. Hey, come check out our brand new bubble. It'll be an 80-yard by 50-yard field. If you go on my Twitter, my ex-Green Wave fans or anyone interested in seeing it, shot some good videos, some photos at Corey Johnson on Twitter, at Corey Johnson on X. Brian Kelly, a really classy letter. I think I posted it on my Twitter. Did I, Mario? I didn't? All right, let me put it on there. I think I got the photo of it. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. I could have done a better job of editing it, but what the hell. Here is Brian Kelly's classy letter to LSU fans. I thought that was pretty classy. What do you think, Mario?
Yeah, it was pretty classy. I think, BK probably at peace with it by now. He's getting a lot of money. So,
oh yeah, just what we talked about a few months ago. It's funny. I saw that, story the other day. Someone's like, I thought it's not settled according to the letter. The letter was the day he got fired.
yeah, for sure.
He sent that letter the day he got fired. Brian Kelly and LSU people essentially have settled on the buyout.
Yes.
Somewhere in the 20, 25, $26 million range. And I guess we'll officially know the numbers soon.
Officially, yeah. It's still that was all.
Well, it'll be public record soon.
Exactly. I'm just ready for all this craziness to be over, man.
No,
It's been
it's a crazy 10 days in Baton Rouge. Let's hope Frank Wilson and LSU are focused. Van Buren's probably going to get some time.
Saw that.
Alabama's defense is very much like LSU's.
Yes.
A standard team, they're dominant. A team that has a running quarterback, they struggle just like LSU. So Van Buren's that running quarterback for the Tigers, the former Mississippi State guy. So I think you're going to see him. Nussmeier's going to start, but Van Buren's going to, I think, 2 or 3 series in that game.
We need to. That's what's better for the team. Whether you want to blame the injury or not, Nussmeier has straight up not been good this season.
No, he hadn't been.
He got benched in the last game.
And if he's fantastic, he plays more probably.
Yep.
But if he's sort of, in and out, Van Buren's going to get some time. And if he's successful running the ball against Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. Hey, it's Blue Boy. What's that, buddy? You would be successful running the ball against Alabama. Low center of gravity. You can cut and you go between the legs of these players. Wow. You would want me to tape your ears back because they'd flop and they could grab you by the ear and tackle you that way. Good call, Blue Boy. You do have large ears. See you mañana, Fantasy Friday, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Be here.
You're on the neutral ground with Corey Johnson on TV on Cox Channel 4 and Spectrum Channel 333. Also on YouTube, on radio at NOLA Talk 93.9 FM, WSLA New Orleans.
It's 6 p.m.